Every Thursday we try to learn the Kedushas Levi. Waiting for it to load. It might take a second. Maybe I'll pause until it loads. Alright. Hashem Sinai Ba v'zorach misor lamoi hafimei harparan yamina eshtas lamo. Deuteronomy 33:2. And the Lord came from Sinai and he shined from Seir to shine from Mount Paran for him, and his right hand was a fiery religion for his people. The Hine, the Heilige Radichavarav says, behold, L'chore yikshal mada isam medrash, Kishbaruch hu chazer, imater al kolum v'lashin, v'lara tzul l'kabel v'shiva le'manu, leich me'imanu. So it's a question, the famous medrash that says that God brought the Torah to all the nations, and they all said, "Get out of here." But God could have made the other nations accept the Torah. But he did this so he should add more love for the Jews for accepting it, since he went to all the other nations and they didn't want it. So it made the Jews more lovable. Through this, more love came to the Jews. And from that love on the Israelites came hatred against the heathens. And so too the sages taught the Lakach Nikr Sinai Yarda Sina Lumazoilam. So that's what the Gemara in Shabbos Peitasam and Beis 89b says that therefore that is why it's called Sinai, because Sina, hatred, even though it's spelled with a sin instead of a samech, but it's pronounced the same way, that hatred came to the heathens. That hatred was only after the Torah was received. But before that, God had no reason to hate the heathens. So it's known that love is called the right hand. So that's what it says. God came from Sinai. It's like Kibbutz Torah. So God went to every community, every different language, and they did not desire to receive the Torah. And this caused there to shine love on the Israelites. So that's what it means, and it shined from Seir to his people. That from the Seir, which is the Edomites, there was a shining upon Israel, and that the great light was shining through Mount Paran. That's what it says from the right hand. That for this reason there was added love upon the Israelites. Shekiblu as a Torah, Eshtas Lamai. They accepted the Torah, which is a fiery religion for his people. Baal that came from the heathen nations. Because fire represents hatred and overpowering. Alright, the next one is rather short. We'll do both. Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, a nation that is lifted by God, that is saved by God. Deuteronomy 33:29. The Indian who, the concept is the also skois. It's prohibited to be arrogant, zemuter, but rather this is permitted. You shouldn't be afraid of anything to be arrogant. Because he has a patron, his Father in heaven. So through this possibly the sages hinted in Sota Hey Amid Aleph 5a Shmini Shmini Mutter, that A scholar may have an eighth of arrogance. Through that pride, the appropriate type of pride of being a servant of God, and not for anything of himself or his own identity, he kills the forces of evil that are represented as a shell. VeZos Amar Ashrech Yisrael. So that's what it means. Praise art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, a people saved by the Lord, and the sword of your pride, of your arrogance, that this pride that you know that God is the shield of your help. That's your sword that you'll subdue and conquer and kill the force of evil. And you will trample on their high places. That through your own pride, you will, the appropriate pride of being proud of being a servant of God, and not any other type of pride, then you will destroy the forces of evil that are called a high place, because their own types of arrogance, and that you will trample on them. Meaning you'll kill them with their own pride. Because they're only proud of themselves and arrogant on their own count, and not because of God. Salik Maseches Dvarim, and the book of Deuteronomy. Thank God. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. We'll see you later.